How to use JBang with Jenkins. A lot of times when you're working with Jenkins, you might need to write some shell scripts, whether that's a bash script or maybe a PowerShell script. Sometimes you might even go a little bit further and create a Python script or maybe even a Perl script. But what if you're a Java developer? Wouldn't it be nice to be able to quickly and easily just create a script using Java? JBang gives us that ability. Here's today's starting point. I have a Jenkins LTS controller version 2.387.2. Attached to this controller, I have an agent that has the JBang binary already installed on it, and it's in the path. There's also a sample repository for this video. The link to that repository is down in the description. Now, if you've never heard of JBang before, you can go out to jbang.dev, and it will give you all the information that you need to know about JBang. In our example, I basically followed the example that we see here. I did a JBang init. I gave it a -t CLI, so that means I've got the ability to run the JBang script from the CLI, and then I gave it a file name. In my case, that file name was called greeting.java. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Now, looking at their example here, you can see that we can just run, in this case, hello CLI, just by doing /hello CLI. There's also other ways to run it. We'll take a look at that in our example. So let's go take a look at our repository. So I have a Jenkins file, and I also have a scripts directory. Now, the file that was created for me when I ran the JBang init, I named it greeting.java. If we take a look at it, what we see here is it's based on Pico CLI. So when we gave it the -t CLI, it creates a CLI using Pico CLI. If you've never used Pico CLI before, it gives you the ability to create Java-based CLI applications. So what you can see here is that we have the ability to pass in a parameter. It's going to be in the 0 position. And then what's happening here is it's going to create a new command line of this type of class. And then it makes a call down to whatever's happening here. All we're doing in this case is just doing a system.out.println. Now, by default, if we don't pass in a parameter, the default value is going to be world. Now, writing Pico CLI applications is out of the scope of this video, but I'll go ahead and recommend that if you've never done it before, go take a look at the documentation for Pico CLI. So let's go back over into our Jenkins file in the repository. Now, for the Jenkins file, I have a handful of different ways to run this file. First off, I'm going to run JBang version to make sure that JBang is set up correctly. I would always recommend running some sort of version command on whatever binary that you're calling, just to make sure that the version is there that you're expecting. And then finally, even though it's not really finally, we have 4 steps here. What we saw in the example on the JBang site is we could do a /greeting.java. That's what I'm going to be doing in one of these examples, but also notice that we can do JBang run. That's the same as doing the /. Why does the / work? Well, if we go back over into our greeting.java, you'll notice at the very top, if you've written shell scripts before, this is going to look familiar. What this is saying is, if this is executed, then the environment is going to be using JBang to actually go and execute this script. So having this very first line is really important. Otherwise, if you try to do the /, it won't work. All right, let's go back to our Jenkins file. So I actually have 4 different ways that I'm running this, 3 with a 4th variation. So we're going to do a JBang run, and we're going to fully qualify running the script by calling scripts/greetings.java. Next up, we're going to go into the directory scripts and then just run JBang run greeting.java. Next, we're just going to do /, so we don't use JBang run. And then finally, we'll use the /, but then pass in a parameter to the program to make sure that we get something different from hello world. So let's go over to our controller and click on our job and go ahead and click on build now. As the job starts up, you'll notice here that the JBang version that I'm running right now is 0.106.3. When we run JBang run scripts, we see hello world. When we move down into the next stage, which was going into the directory, we can see we're going into the directory for JBang scripts. We run JBang run greeting Java. It's able to find it, so we see also hello world. Nothing surprising there. We're also still in the directory. If we go back and take a look at the example here, we're staying in our scripts directory, and we do a /, then we also see hello world. And then finally, when we pass in the parameter to our JBang script of Galaxy, then our output that we see is hello Galaxy. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to us on Twitter at CloudBees. If this video was helpful to you, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to CloudBees TV yet, why not? Take a moment, click on that subscribe button, and then ring that bell, and you'll be notified anytime there's new content available on CloudBees TV. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.